From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Good morning, Lucky Elementary School. Welcome to the Library of Congress and to the Young Reader Center. Have any of you been to the Library of Congress before?
No.
I see a few hands. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thanks for coming back, and I hope we see the rest of you again soon. You're in the biggest library in the world, but you wouldn't recognize it in this room because we, the Young Reader Center, is a newer library, the big library. The biggest one in the world is 215 years old. But we, the Young Reader Center, we're only 7 years old. And I'm Karen Jaffe. I'm head of the Young Reader Center. And I'm here to invite you to participate in a very special program. And first, I'm going to ask you a question. When you think of a library, what do you think of? What? What's the one thing you think of in a library? You can just shout it out. What is it?
Books.
Books. Right. And what is it that we find inside books? What is it? What?
Pictures.
Okay, what else? What?
Words.
Words. Okay. So we think of books and we think of words. But there are other things that have words. And they have things that go along with the words. And that's called music. And in order to get a song, you have music and you have words. So today, we have two very special musicians and songwriters, Kathy Fink and Marcy Marxer, and they write their own songs, they sing them, and they play instruments. They do everything. So now we're looking at a different way of learning about words and what they mean and having fun at the same time. So here you go.
Hi everybody. Well, we are really excited to be here, partly because we love the Library of Congress. And we do make up or write a lot of our own songs, but sometimes we go to libraries, places like the Library of Congress, and in fact we've been right here, and we do research. We look up old songs, and we try and find old songs that maybe people haven't heard in 200 years, and see if we can make them come alive. Now there's a not so old song that you already know. We're not going to sing it yet, we might sing it later, but you probably already know this song called This Land Is Your Land. Do you guys know that?
No.
Not yet, all right. Well, the man who wrote that song is very famous, and the Library of Congress has a lot of his songs, maybe 100 of them, maybe more. And it is a song that gives us a chance to say hello to each other. Now, before we get started, everybody say hello with just your hands. Excellent, okay? Let's say hello with just your elbows. How about your eyes? Say hello with your eyes. Can you say hello with your ears? Excellent. You guys are good. Okay, now we're going to say hello a very special way that Woody Guthrie taught us how to say hello. Because there's lots of ways to say hello. Different languages, just different words in our English language. And we're going to say, how'd you do? Everybody say, how'd you do?
How'd you do?
Now, when we say how'd you do, we're going to have a great big wave and smile like this. How'd you do? Everybody. How'd you do? You know, one fun thing about having music at the library is we are allowed to make noise. A lot of times in libraries, they don't want you to make noise because people are reading and studying and concentrating. But in this room this morning, all of our noises are going
Now, if you want to, my original washing machine didn't have all this stuff on it. It's just this part and the wooden part. You put the bottom down into a bucket of water, and you take a bar of soap with your dirty clothes and scrub up and down. And a lot of people still do laundry like that today. But I have a washing machine. I'm thankful for that. So I can play music with my washing.
Like this.
I put some cowbell and some wood block, a spoon. And this is the lid of a little old soup pot. I'm gonna keep that from the microphone. Okay.
Are you ready to show something there? 2, 3, 4.
That's not good enough for you. How about faster?
That is called the washboard. All right, that show is full of tricky questions. The word washboard, what letter does that start with? W. You guys are awesome. All right. Now I am playing a different instrument. It is not a washboard. What is it? It's a banjo. Awesome. And so, here's what the banjo sounds like all by itself. Sometimes it's loud and fast. But sometimes it's very quiet and pretty. Listen to this. And what letter does banjo start with? B. You guys are awesome. When I see the dog cat, I will rub him rub his back. Shaky, shaky, shaky paw. How'd you do? How'd you do? Shaky, shaky, shaky paw. How'd you do? How'd you do? Stick out your little hand and bring me to the bed. Say, how'd you do? How'd you do? Say, how'd you do? All right, you guys are so awesome. I think we're going to play the banjo together,
Oh, that's a good idea.
okay?
That's a good
And
idea.
so the first thing we need to do to play the banjo together is we all need banjos. What is this shape? It's a circle. So everybody take one hand and draw a circle. Perfect. All right, now we're going to draw the neck of the banjo up one side and down the other. And we are going to draw 5 strings. Let's count while we draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now, how many hands does it take to play the banjo? 2 hands. Watch what happens. Right in front of the circle, one hand strums on the strings, right? Try that. Strum on your strings. Excellent. Now, if I never do anything with my left hand, that's the only sound you're ever going to hear. Which is really a nice sound, but it could get boring after a while. And so I use the fingers on this hand to play all the different notes. So we got to use first one hand and add the other hand. You can play both hands at once. Excellent. Now, when I sing a song with you, I have to make my right hand go, my left hand go, and sing at the same time. 3 things. Isn't that crazy? I must be incredible. Oh, but you're incredible. All right? So here's how the song goes. Strum away, banjo songs both night and day. Strum away, banjo songs both night and day. Let's try that together. Strum away, banjo songs both night and day. Strum away, banjo songs both night and day. And now, I play my banjo slow, what are you gonna do?
Play
Now,
slow.
I know all the kids can get it, but I'm gonna see if I can trick some teachers here. Even Miss Jaffe from the Library of Congress, let's see if she can do any of this. Are you ready? Pay attention. Everybody.
Strawberry, strawberry, branches and night and day. Strawberry, strawberry, branches and night and day.
Now that is an example of a song that I made up. And some people say when you make up a song, you've written a song. And you might wonder, well, how does that happen? It happens in so many different ways. But first with me, I was just sitting around one day playing my banjo. Just doing this. And I was looking out my back window and along came a bird and I thought, well, I'll sing to that bird. Why not? And then I started, if I had a banjo, I could sing to the birds at the break of, and then I got to the last word, and it had to rhyme with sing. Spring. That's what I went for, but there's lots of other rhyming words with sing. What's another word?
Sing.
Sing,
Yeah.
bring,
Yep.
ring. I had so many choices, and you know what happens when you write songs?
Yes, please.
When you make up songs, you have to make those choices. Which one of these words is going to sound best? Well, we're going to make some choices right now. We're going to make up a song all together. Completely make up, watch this. We're going to sing the very first verse, and you're going to make up all the rest of the verses, okay? It goes like this. Whoever shall have some good peanuts and giveth his neighbor none, can't have any of my good peanuts when his good peanuts are gone. And then the chorus, the part that we all sing together, goes like this. Oh, won't it be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't it be joyful when his good peanuts are gone. Now you're thinking, how are we going to make this song up? We are going to make this song longer and longer and longer. And so I want somebody to tell me something that they like to eat. What do you like to eat? We already did
Oh, yeah,
peanuts. Can you
peanuts are
think
good.
of something new?
Strawberry.
Strawberries.
Sherbet?
Whoever
What did
shall
you say?
have some good strawberries and give his neighbor none, can't have any of my good strawberries when his good strawberries are gone. Okay, so what's your name?
Destiny.
Destiny,
Hi,
would you
Destiny.
come stand right here? Now, Destiny, if we forget what came next in this song, I want you to remember strawberries, okay? I'm peanuts, you're strawberries. And then we all go, oh, won't it be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't it be joyful when his good peanuts and his good what? Strawberries are gone. And you need to help us on the whole song. Who has a food that they want to sing about? What do you want to sing about?
Blueberry.
Blueberries. And what's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac,
Hi,
come
Isaac.
stand next to Destiny. Now we're going to start all over. Oh, won't it be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't it be joyful when his good peanuts and his good strawberries and his good blueberries are gone. Isaac, come stand on this side so we have a little bit more. Okay, so now we need somebody else, and I'm going to call on you.
Grapes.
Grapes, come on up. This is a
All right.
fruit.
All right.
You guys are a fruity bunch. All
Excellent.
right, here, right next to Isaac. And what's your name? Hi, William. Turn around. Smile at everybody. Okay, so who remembers them all? We're going to sing in the chorus. Don't tell me. Everybody sing it. Whoever shall have some good peanuts and give his neighbor none, can't have any of my good peanuts when his good peanuts are gone. Everybody, oh, won't it be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't it be joyful when his good peanuts of the fruit department here. Let's see, so many people, and we need a girl with the long blonde hair right there. Yeah. Ice cream, come on up here. And what's your name? What is it? Natalie? And what's your favorite kind of ice cream? Strawberry. Turn around. We're going to sing strawberry ice cream. Okay, don't stand in front of him. No, this one, right here. There you go. All right, you ready? Oh, won't it be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't it be joyful when here's good peanuts, and here's good strawberries, and here's good blueberries, and here's good grapes, and your good strawberry ice cream are gone. Now, I think we're going to do one more, but this time I think we need a teacher. Which teacher's going to come up here? And what do you like to eat?
I like to eat tacos.
Okay, tacos. Are we ready to remember all of these? How many things are we remembering? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good luck. Because we're going to leave a blank and you have to fill them all in. Oh, won't be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, won't be joyful. And here's good peanuts, and here's good strawberries, and here's good blueberries, and here's good grapes, and here's good strawberries, and here's good tacos are gone. Okay, I think we're going to do one more.
Oh my
One
gosh.
final one. I think we need another boy. Come on up. Come on. What's your favorite food?
French fries.
French fries, awesome. Now, since this is the last one, tell me, what do you like on your French fries? Salt? Anything else? Salt and ketchup, French fries with salt and ketchup. We're going to say all that. Whoever shall have some French fries with salt and ketchup, and you're none, can't have any of my French fries with salt and ketchup. When his French fries with salt and ketchup are gone. Now you have to remember them all. No, we're not. I couldn't possibly. Oh, want to be joyful, joyful, joyful. Oh, want to be joyful when he's good peanuts, strawberries, and here's good grapes, and here's good strawberry ice cream, and here's good tacos, and here's good French fries with salt and ketchup are gone. Let's give them all a hand. You can have a seat now because we're going to tell a story that you have all heard before. Except it's going to sound different than the way that you told it. And this song or story is called The Jazzy Three Bears. Once upon a time in a nursery rhyme there were 3 bears. I said 3 bears. Your turn. Once upon a time in a nursery rhyme there were 3 bears. I said 3 bears. All right. First there was the Papa Bear.
And then there was the
Bebop, a bee bear, there was a little wee bear. Can you do that with us? Snap your fingers and say, Bebop, a bee bear, there was a little wee bear. They all went walking through the green woods a-talking. Bears were walking, bears were a-talking. Along came a little girl with long, shiny, golden curls. Her name was Goldilocks. Her name was Goldilocks. She knocked on the door with a knock, 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 and she walked right in because there was no lock. She opened the door, put your hand on the doorknob, open it up. She looked around.
No one was there.
No one was there. She walked right in and had herself a ball, just eating and rocking and sleeping and all. I
So
said,
it's eating.
and rocking and asleep. She didn't care
that
no one was there.
She didn't care.
Ho, 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 home came the three bears. They were tired from the woods. They were ready to sit down to some home cooked goods. Yeah, that's your part. Home cooked goods. Yeah. Well, someone's been sitting in my chair, said the.
Well, someone has been sitting in my chair, said the
Mama bear.
Bebop, the bee bear, said the little wee bear. Somebody broke my chair.
Baby bear.
Well, someone has been eating my porridge.
said the someone has eaten my whole bowl of porridge, said the
Mama bear.
Bebop, the bee bear, said the little wee bear. In my bowl, there ain't nothing there. Well, they went upstairs to see what they could find and found Goldilocks in bed. She was asleep all the time. She woke up,
She broke up that party.
and she boogied on out of there.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, said the Papa Bear.
Bye-bye, said the
Mama bear.
Bebop, the bee bear, said the little wee bear. Hey, what kind of bear is that there? Huh? And that is the story of the three bears. I said the three, I said the three, I said the three bears. Excellent.
Some of you may have noticed I was playing a new instrument, and these are called my spoons. Now, sometimes we play spoons hooked together, and sometimes we play spoons that are separate, and you just put your finger in between them and hold them real tight, and big spoons, soup spoons work really well like that. But this is an old traditional sound from long ago, but it was very popular on the streets of Washington, D.C. between 1900 and 1920. You'd hear this sound going along with music. It was spoons and bones before we played.
Let's have a little spoon together.
All right. I'm gonna need some space for spoons.
Last time. The spoons.
All right.
Well, while you do that, I have an instrument that's even older than the spoons.
Oh my God.
It's older. It's even older than me. Is that hard to believe?
Wow.
This instrument might be the very first stringed instrument ever played by anyone. It is called a mouth bow. Now, originally, it was probably used to hunt food, and it was probably used for all different kinds of things. But any stick, I'm going to take questions later, any stick that will bend without breaking and a string on it is going to vibrate, go back and forth. And when it vibrates, listen to the sound it makes. It actually has a note in there. Can you hear that note? Now, unlike the guitar and the banjo, there's no place to put my fingers to to make different notes. So I get my different notes in a sneaky way. And that's why it's called a mouth bow. Take the outside of the bow, I put it on the outside of my mouth. I do not eat the mouth bow. I make my mouth in the shape of an O. When I strum on the string, the sound goes inside my head, and if my head is completely empty, then it gets louder and comes back out to you. Should I find out?
It's a little dangerous, but yeah, I guess you should find out. I mean, it's only dangerous in your knowledge of yourself, I guess. That's pretty loud.
Now, if I make that O bigger and smaller, like fish lips, can anybody make fish lips? Listen to what happens. I get all those different notes, and then if I wiggle my tongue around inside my mouth while I make that O bigger and smaller all at the same time, I can make it sound like frogs are jumping like in a storybook. And you can play songs with a mouth bow like this. Did you ever go to meet Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Did you ever go to meet Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Did you ever go to meet Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Well, I don't mind the way the weather don't blow. Hot pie ladies, cakes all dough. Hot pie ladies, cakes all dough. Hot pie ladies, cakes all dough. And I don't mind the way the weather don't blow. And this is called a mouth bow. Now, one thing I want to say about songwriting is that one of the ways that we learned how to make up and write our own songs was to learn hundreds of songs by other people. And that's how we learned how songs are made up. We would learn a song, and then we'd go, oh, if I want to write a song, they have a first line, a second line, the ends of those lines rhyme, a third line, a fourth line, the ends of those lines rhyme, and we learned how to do that. Now, in this song, not only did the man who wrote this make a great song, but he also gave us an opportunity to teach you how to yodel. And we performed this song in the Library of Congress, where we all are right now, in 1988.
Whoa, that was the 1900s, kids.
With a lady named Patsy Montana, who was the first woman in country music to sell 1 million records, which she did so long ago you'd have to read about it in a book. She did it in 1935. Now, before we sing this song, we're going to teach you how to yodel. All right? Who knows what yodeling is? Excellent!
Oh, yeah.
That was excellent. Yodeling-hoo. Now, you know what? Yodeling is made up of your vowel sounds. A for the low note, E for the high note. I'm going to make a sound, you make it back to me. A. Perfect. Those are two of your vowel sounds. Do you recognize those? Okay, now I'm going to add a third vowel, and it's going to be O. Listen. A-O. All right, here's the trick to a professional cowboy or cowgirl yodel. We're going to take the word yodel, Y-O-D-E-L. We're going to put it in front of A-E, and it's going to sound like this. Yodelay. Yodelay. Great, now we're going to add that other syllable and go, yodelay-o. Yodelay-o. All right, now I'm going to make it trickier. Adlay. Okay, here's a trick double yodel. Yodelay, adlay. Yodelay, adlay. All right, here is a joke I learned from a second grader. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady.
I knew you could yodel, so we want you to yodel with us on this song. When we lived on the mountain, it was hard to get around. Had to go on down the road, and that went round and round. shoe, then slide right into town. Now here's how she did it, and you're gonna do it with us. You ready? She slid down the mountain on her little old lady, her little old lady, her little old lady. She slid down the mountain on her little old lady, young lady, little lady. You think you can sing that with us? Here we go. Try it. She slid down the mountain on her little old lady. Your turn. Her. She slid down the mountain on her little lady, young lady, little lady. Well, Grandma loved her ice cream, but her freezer wouldn't chill. And they made homemade ice cream at the dairy downhill. 100 tempting flavors, much good parfait. She had no on down the road and she knew a better way. How'd she do it? She slid down the mountain on her little lady, her little lady. She slid down the mountain on her little lady, young lady, little lady. You know what? We're going to show you what it sounds like when she slides down the mountain fast. And you get to choose if we go fast, very fast, see we have 1 V, or very, very fast, 2 Vs. But remember, when we are done, you're going to do whatever you told us to do. So what should we do? Fast, or very, very fast, Marcy? There are mostly
It looks like the
very, very fasts being held
Oh my
up.
gosh, I saw very, very, very fast.
I saw, yes, okay, Marcy, I think you're gonna have to wind up a little bit so we can play really fast. You'll really fast, but remember when we're done, it's your turn. Are you ready, Marcy? I'm ready. Young lady, young lady, young lady, young lady, young lady. It's your turn. Sit up straight, take a big breath. Young lady, young lady, young lady, young lady, young lady, Nice job. All right, let's travel. One thing that you can do at libraries and you can do in books is you can travel without going any place at all, just by reading about these places. We're going to travel to Ghana. And in this song, this is a game and song from Ghana, and a little bit of a dance. And so we all get to stand up. Everybody stand up right where you are. And first, we're going to hear Marcy play the drum, and then you'll follow my directions. Okay, here we go. You go ahead and stretch up for a sec. Up, 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 up. Who can touch the ceiling of the Library of Congress? Okay, now, listen to the beat and get the beat in your head. Good. Side to side. Get the beat in your head up and down. Good. Now in your shoulders. Excellent. Now in your arms. And your hips. Come on, you guys. Wiggle those hips. I'm older than you. guys are awesome. Everybody sit down. Awesome. Yeah. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a couple of minutes to talk to you and answer some questions you have about what we do and how we do it, and then we're going to sing a couple more songs at the end. So does anybody have a question?
Are you famous?
Are we famous?
Well, some people think we're famous.
We have,
If you don't know us, then you probably don't think we're famous.
and you know what? Famous people are just plain old people. But we have 2 Grammy Awards, and we have 14 Grammy nominations, and we've traveled all over the world. But it doesn't matter how famous you are, because whoever is in front of you right this minute as a performer, those are the most important people. You guys are the most important people to us this morning. And we're so happy to be spending it with you.
I'm good at playing piano.
You're good at playing piano? That's excellent. Now, we're going to ask for questions, okay? If you want to know something about what we do, maybe something about writing songs or learning about songs, or anybody?
And you had your hand up earlier.
Yeah, she'll come. We'll get to it. What's your question? You
That's
forgot.
okay.
I
It's
forget
okay.
questions all the time. What's your question?
Why does the mouth bow look like a bow and arrow?
The mouth bow
Good
looks
question.
like a bow and arrow because basically any bow is something bent and one string. And it's possible that even when this was being used as a bow and arrow, and I have never ever and never will use it as a weapon, but listen, that's probably where someone first heard that sound and heard music in it. And there are versions of mouth bows all over the world. It's really amazing. Somebody had a question back there. Do you still have one? No? Any questions? I'll tell you, I'll give you one more question, then we're going to sing a song and see if you have any questions.
Why do you write songs?
Oh,
That is a great question.
for many, many reasons. Sometimes we write songs because we want to communicate an idea. And especially kid songs, we can have so much fun with kid songs. And then we can also do songs that have a meaning, something that might help them in school or in life. And there's so much inspiration with kids because kids have such great senses of humor. So that gives us a lot to work with.
Here, Marcy, give me the guitar. I have a great example. Why did we write a certain song? We won a Grammy Award for an album called Bon Appetit Musical Food Fun. There's a small chance I'm going to play this in the correct key. That's not the right key. Let's try this key. There were a lot of teachers and parents and nutritionists who wanted us to write a song about the most important meal of the day. We not only wrote the song, we decided to turn it into a little opera and a test for Marcy. Marcy, do you know what the most important meal of the day is?
Yes, my most important meal of the day is my lunch. Because my dad packs it for me, and it's always fun to see what's in there, and I never know what it's going to be.
Marcy, I think lunch is a very important meal, but it might not be the most important meal of the day because your day starts before lunch and you have to go to school with a lot of energy. I'm trying to give you a hint.
It's dinner! I love dinner! We all sit around and talk about the day, and talk about how school went, and so forth,
Okay, I'm going to give you one more.
and since the kids think I'm wrong about this, what do you think the most important meal of the day is?
I want you all to take your fists and make the biggest muscles you have. And when we say breakfast power, I want you to repeat, breakfast power. Now remember, we're at the Library of Congress, and we usually sing Breakfast Power, we are allowed to yell, and it really doesn't matter. This is when you get to break the rules. Are you ready? Let's try it. Breakfast Power! When your body wakes up, it's a little slow. You need breakfast power to get on the go. Breakfast power. Your turn. Breakfast power. You need calories for energy. You know this ain't no mystery. It's breakfast power. Breakfast power. Ice balls don't make it all about you. You're the food that makes it cool, so you know what you got. Cereal, breakfast, eggs and toast. Make the most of breakfast power. Breakfast Lights box don't work it all without you. You're the tool that makes it cool, so you know what you gotta do. Simple, get the eggs and toast, skim milk and girl, make the most of breakfast power. Breakfast power. I couldn't hear you. Breakfast power. Breakfast power. That was fun.
I heard you
now,
that time.
one of our jobs as songwriters, when we work with kids a lot, is to make up songs where we have a ton of fun and we also learn something. Like, I bet if somebody says to you tomorrow, what's the most important meal of the day? What are you going to say? Breakfast! You're going to say breakfast because you just learned something, but we goofed off and had fun at the same time. Sometimes that's a reason we write a song. Sometimes songs are written in a whole different way. Now, check this out. Marcia, will you play guitar?
Sure,
Will you play guitar in the key of G?
I'd be happy to.
What's been going on in the weather lately? Rain. Lots of rain. We have a friend named Bob Devlin who used to be a street singer. He used to stand on the street corners and play 4 or 5 instruments at once and get people singing and playing along with him. And then he'd pack up and he'd go to the bus stop and he'd go home. One day he packed up, he went to the bus stop, and it was raining. I can hear the rain. Can you hear it? It was raining so hard, and there were 10 people at that bus stop, and there were tall people and short people and thin people and heavy people, and there were people of all different colors, and he looked around, and you know what? It rained on every single person. The rain didn't skip anybody. It said we're all the same. And he made up a song based on that experience. A lot of our songs are based on experiences. And the song is called When the Rain Comes Down, and it's about love and equality. I'm going to teach it to you in sign language. I want you to put your hands in the air and spread your fingers apart and say, when the rain comes down. Good. It comes down on, and here's how we say everyone. Everyone.
Everyone.
Then we say that whole line again. Do it again. When the rain comes down, it comes down on everyone. Now, no matter, it doesn't matter, you just go like this with your hands. If you're rich, you got a handful of coins and you throw them away. Or poor, play with a hole in your sleeve. No matter if you're great big, or what's this? Small. When the rain comes down, it comes down on us. Oh, perfect. And here's how the song goes. Oh wait, we're going to learn a couple other things. When the sun shines down, you draw the sun and make the rays come down. And here's my favorite. When the flowers bloom, you make a flower bloom from behind your hand. Let's make a big garden together, everybody, right now. When the flowers bloom. Perfect. Okay, Marcy, if you play guitar, we'll sing When the Rain Comes Down. When the rain comes down, it comes down on everyone. When the rain comes down, it comes down on everyone. No matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if you're great or small. When the rain comes down, it comes down on us all. Now we can have a whole new verse to this song, by just changing rain to sun. Here we go. When the sun shines down, it shines down on everyone. When the sun shines down, it shines down on everyone. No matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if you're great or small. When the sun shines down, it shines down on us all. Who remembers what else we did? Rain and sun makes what bloom? Flowers. Let's make our gardens. When the flowers bloom, they're blooming for everyone. When the flowers bloom, they're blooming for everyone. No matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if you're great or small. When the flowers bloom, they're blooming for us all. Let's do When the Rain Comes Down. Everybody together. When the rain comes down, that's beautiful. It comes down on everyone. When the rain comes down, it comes down on everyone. No matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if you're great or small. When the rain comes down, it comes down on us all. Now one time we're going to sing it with just our hands and not our voices. You ready? You have to think the words while you do that. When the rain comes down, it comes down on us all. That was so beautiful. Now we're going to learn how to clap in sign language. Instead of clapping and making noise, we go like this. That's so cool. You've been such a fabulous audience. Does anybody else have questions for us?
Do you have a question in the white shirt?
Could you change the rain and the sun to rainbows?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Let's
we
do
could.
it. That's a great idea.
Great idea.
Let's change it to rainbows. I don't know the sign for rainbows. Does anybody here know
I think
the
it's
sign?
like this, Kathy. I think it's like this.
Oh, okay, like this.
I thought all
When,
sure.
shall we say when the rainbows shine? When the rainbows shine, they're shining for everyone. When the rainbows shine, they're shining for everyone. No matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if you're great or small. When the rainbows shine, they're shining for us all. And there,
Nice.
you helped write a new verse to that song. Congratulations. Who else who hasn't asked a question has one? Do you have one?
Did you learn a lot of songs from other people?
Do we learn a lot of songs from other people? Yes, we do. We learn a whole lot of songs from other people, and we write a lot of songs, but the more songs that we listen to, and the more different styles of music that we listen to, the more influences we have in what we want to create. It's a great question.
How many songs did you learn?
How many songs have we learned from other people? My guess is that over the years, we've probably learned about 2,000 songs from other people. And that over the years, we've probably written about 500 songs. Other questions? Yes? What? You forgot? That's okay.
That's okay.
Do you have another question?
Can you change the songs to Jules?
Can Can you change the songs for what?
Jewels. Like jewelry jewels.
Jewelry jewels?
Oh, sure.
In this song?
Do whatever you want.
You can, but you know, this song isn't so much about things, jewels are things, as it is about feelings and equality. So that would be a tricky thing in this song. You know, some songs are about things, but this one is really about love and equality, and it feels like jewels don't quite fit.
Well, you know, that's an idea I'd never heard. It would be really, really fun to go give jewelry out to everybody.
So we got time for one last question. Is there somebody who has not asked one? Somebody who has not had their hand up?
No.
You haven't.
Do you like the other kind of songs that people hear?
Yeah, we like a lot of songs. I like music from almost every type of music. I like pop music. I like rock and roll music.
We both do. And you know
And,
what? When you leave, you're getting a CD of ours called Banjo to Beatbox, and it's got a combination of folk music and hip hop on it. We love hip hop. And it's got a friend of ours with us, a guy named Chris Stiles Bacon, and he does hip hop together with us, and it's crazy fun. We want to thank you for being such a fabulous audience. Marcy and I are going to thank you in sign language.
And I will thank you with our hands.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.